Let's talk about planning your weekly training. For you to be successful with your training approach, you have to be successful in integrating it into all the other factors of life, such as your commitments at work, your family, and other life activities. We can only do that if we achieve a dynamic mindset. When you look at your training program, you have to realize that life is not a spreadsheet. Life is dynamic, and therefore our mindset when we approach training has to mirror that. In order for you to be successful at this, you're going to have an element of planning. That's your responsibility, but also a willingness to adapt on a weekly basis. You have to be empowered. And in order to be empowered, you must understand the intent of training as well as the key sessions or the most specific sessions in any given week. Every week of your training is going to have a specific purpose or personality. You might have a strong week of training aligned with the phase of training that you're in that's very targeted to get it reach the specific goals of that phase of training. And it should layer in with the progression. Alternatively, you might have what we call a transition week, and that's going to be a slightly lighter week that still retains the personality of the phase of training that you're in, but is designed to enable a little bit of rejuvenation and a transition to the next block of work. The first step of empowering yourself to understand the intent of the week is to look at the landscape of your week of training. When you look at all of the sessions that are there, you are going to see key sessions, the ones that deliver the most specific component of the training, which is aligned with the phase of training that you're going to be, and your supporting sessions. So let's first establish what they are. Key sessions, those are going to be the most challenging sessions of the week. Those are the ones that you're going to want to protect. Those are the ones that are going to deliver the specificity in the week. You then have the supporting sessions. It doesn't mean that they're not important, but the role of supporting sessions are either going to be general endurance, a little bit of skills development, or help you recover from a key session or prepare for an upcoming session. Well, if we take a step back and we think about those, when life gets busy, if you have a spreadsheet of training, you are now empowered to understand these are my key sessions. These are the ones that are non-negotiable. I have to get them in because they're the most specific. I would like to get all of these supporting sessions. They have a role. They add fitness and endurance and resilience. They're an opportunity to facilitate recovery or prepare for sessions. But if life happens, they are the ones that are there to scale or retreat back. So how do you put that into practice? Well, I like athletes to go on what I call the Sunday special. When you start your week, and most of us go on a Monday through Sunday week pattern, when you hit Monday morning, I want you to be in execution mode. I don't want you to step out of the bed on Monday and say, what am I doing this week? And that means just spending a little bit of time, typically on Sundays, to have a look at the landscape of your week. What are my work commitments? What do I have with my family and friends? What are some of the obstacles that I might have to actually overcome in order for me to successfully, here's that magic word again, integrate training into my life? You then want to look in parallel at the training that's prescribed. Okay, what are the key sessions? What are the supporting sessions? How does it fit into my life? If everything is dandy and it fits in, great. You now understand what the key sessions are going to be, what you have coming up, and you can move into Monday ready to get cracking. But what if you have some obstacles? What if you have some barriers, such as travel, or you have a late work dinner? Well, now you have to have that dynamic mindset. Your mission is to ensure that you maintain the integrity of the training week, the specificity. So you start to move things around and retain those key sessions. On Wednesday morning, I typically have my key bike ride. I can't do that this Wednesday. Okay, you might actually shift that to Thursday, where instead of that supporting swim, you're going to pull that out or start to remove that or shift that supporting swim so that you can hit the most specific sessions of the week. The goal is to create a workable and specific training program that you can execute well. And if you can retain the key sessions of the week, you should be guilt-free, able to scale as necessary, or even eliminate some of those supporting sessions. We have to realize that the ultimate goal isn't defined around a single session or a single week, but it's layering consistency over many, many weeks. And as life ebbs and flows, and we have increasing demands or a little bit more capacity, we have room to breathe. We have room to add training when life gives us that chance. But in weeks that get challenging, at least we can retain specificity. And so your barometer of success when you approach your training cannot be determined by how many hours you hit. It cannot be about checking off the boxes on every session. Instead, always focus on the key sessions and have a dynamic mindset and a planning mindset so that you can scale and remove the sessions that just don't fit into life. Do that consistently, you're going to be on your path to performance evolution. Cheers.